excuse me. Yes. Hello, sorry, I do beg your pardon. You do know that this is the, quiet garage, yes? Yes, no, I know you weren't making any noise. Forgive me for saying so, but you, well, look a bit young, modern, youthful. No, no. You are totally right. I do apologize for making such a brash and unwarranted judgment. Please go about your business. Can I just say, sorry to interrupt, you do have a rather intelligent face. And a rather charming air about you. Do you get that all the time? No, just me. A mysterious gentleman on a train. What is your name, if I may ask? Well, that's a lovely name. Very pleased to meet you. My name is Grant. Grant Worthington. Pleased to make your acquaintance. And where are you off to tonight? Aha. London as well. Long time away from home. Yes, no, I see. I see. Would you like the paper, by the way? No, I mean, I've already read it. I'm just circling the entertainment. Yes, no, I mean, it's been a long time since I've been in London, and I'm rather keen to see what's on at the theatre tonight. Do you like the theatre? Really? What have you seen? I'm more of a classics man myself. You must have seen that latest, what was that, Gilbert and Sullivan operetta released last year. The Gondoliers. I think that's on tonight. Have you seen The Gondoliers? It's supposed to be very good. No. Maybe more of a Shakespeare person. Too right, Alpine, too right. I think they, yes. Yeah, I circled it. Tonight at the Globe, they're playing A Midsummer Night's Dream. Have you seen that one? You must. In my opinion, it is his best. Oh no, I know people say Hamlet. I know people say Macbeth and various others. Absolute posh, if you ask me. No, A Midsummer Night's Dream is a light-hearted romp. Very enjoyable. Only about 3 hours long, which is, in my opinion, fine. Yes, and it follows two couples of lovers, two couples, as they go through a sort of enchanted forest and have games played with them by these manipulative fairies. It's on tonight at the Globe. I saw it about 5 years ago at the Globe. Oh, go on. It's got Mr. T. Forrest playing Bottom. Bottom, of course, being one of the mechanicals. He plays Pyramus in the final act in the Pyramus and Thisbe. Absolutely hilarious. Please, I insist. Go and see it. Shakespeare's an awfully clever chap. Very funny, of course. Very, what does he do? He's very self-referential. He often talks about his own plays, inside of his plays. Yeah, very meta. Are you sure you don't want to read the paper? Aha. I understand. You think it's dull to read the paper on a train. Youths. I'm kidding, of course, I'm kidding. I like you, we're friends. Charming face. Yes. I would rather have to disagree. We can't always be gallivanting around, as I have been on many adventures in the past couple of months. I can't always be jumping from hotel to grand hotel. Far too ambitious. Far too time-consuming. No. Sometimes you just need to sit in a train and read the paper. But, some of the times that I've had in the past few weeks, I tell you, last week I was involved in a fight. Or rather a battle. Let's call it a battle. Yes, between me and a fellow who looked rather similar to me. Yes, it was epic, I tell you. Thousands of people came to watch. Yes, no, it was only short. It was only about 10 or so minutes long. But a lot happened. A lot, Got the old blood boiling. Sometimes you just need a good fight, Yes, took it out of me though, must say, which is rather why right now I just need to sit and read the paper with your lovely self. Is there anything wrong with that? No. Sometimes we all just need to relax. What have we got here? The headline, the influenza. Have you had it? Have you had the virus? No, a few people I know have. Luckily, I've escaped. It seems to mainly be affecting the elderly. Again, I don't know anyone. It's really torn through Belfast. I think London's just beginning to see some increased numbers. Let me read a bit to you. Okay. Yesterday's returns, taken as a whole, are more satisfactory than those of Thursday's. At the Central Telegraph Office, the official return brought up to Thursday night shows the number of absentees to be 433. That's quite a few people. The number of sick telegraph boys is also diminishing. The General Post Office employees absent yesterday were 2,057, an increase of 27. Who would have thought that a random, deadly virus can just take over the world like this? Do you follow sports? The football? What about the rowing? I do like a spot of rowing. The president of Cambridge University Boat Club states that the next inter-university boat race, the boat race, will take place on Tuesday, April 1st at about 11:30, as the tide would serve at too early an hour on the usual day, March the 29th. He also says that no old blues are coming up to assist him on this occasion. Have you rowed? I was a handy stroke in my time. Very handy. They called me the human clock, because I kept perfect time. Oh. What's this? I seem to have been shot. Yes, no, just out in the hallway. Yeah, I don't really know the gentleman who did it. Seemed very angry. He pulled a gun on me and shot me. No, I didn't do anything. I was running from him. I looked rather frightened, if anything. Yes, no, it is rather painful. But, stiff upper lip and all that. Not a snowflake. Like this generation.
Well, I'm assuming you're here for your annual cranial nerve exam, is that right? Sure. Perfect. Well, you found the right place. Welcome back. Again, my name's Dr. Bailey, and I will be administering your cranial nerve exam today. Yeah. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to go ahead and get started. We'll just dive right into it. But first things first, I want to get a quick readout of your vitals. By doing that, I'll put on my stethoscope, get a quick listen to your heart rate, as well as just listen to your lungs, see how you're sounding overall. Does that sound good? Perfect. Okay. So what I need from you during this whole thing is just to relax, make yourself comfortable, make yourself at home. This is a very easy test, and it's going to require very minimal effort on your end. So you can be very at ease knowing that there's not a lot of requirement of you here. Just hang out, and I'll just kind of administer the test around you. Does that sound good? Good. Okay, perfect. Well, let me go ahead and pop my stethoscope in. And I'm just going to have you take a deep breath on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Breathe in through your nose. Good, and out through your mouth. Fantastic. And I'm going to go ahead and just get a quick listen to your heart here. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Everything sounds good with your heart. No concerns at all there. Now what I need you to do is just take a few deep breaths in like we just did a second ago, and I'm just going to listen to your lungs, okay? Perfect. All right. So I'm placing this on your chest here. Just breathe in deep on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, breathe in. And exhale. Good job. Perfect. Okay. Breathe in. And exhale. Good. Over here on your side, breathe in. And exhale. Good. And breathe in. And exhale. Good. One more time on this side over here. Breathe in. And exhale. Fantastic work. Everything sounds perfect there. I have no concerns at all. So that's good. Let me go ahead and jot that down really quick in my notebook here. Beautiful. And I'm going to go ahead and assume your information from last time hasn't changed. Date of birth is pretty much the same. Height, weight, has your weight fluctuated at all? A little bit? Okay, well, we won't mark it down. There's no big concern there. As far as your lifestyle activities and whatnot go, pretty active still? A little bit? Okay, and drinking, smoking? Sounds good. Okay, well, I'm not concerned. Well, what do you think we're going to start with, okay? Obviously, the 5 senses: taste, smell, hearing, sight, and then we're going to touch around and see how you can feel on your face. Do any of those sound particularly nice that you might want to start with? All right, that's cool. No preference at all. Well, let's go ahead and just start with your sense of taste then while I've got the supplies out here, okay? Perfect. So, what I have here is a batch of Q-tips, obviously unscented. We're gonna start with taste. Scratch that. Let's go ahead and do that then. I've got a vial here, accumulation of about 10 or so, but we're only gonna use about 5 of them. This is what it looks like, okay? What this is just a corn syrup. As always, nothing hardcore, nothing that's gonna make you sick. It's edible, and it actually tastes pretty good. So I've got 5 assorted flavors. What I'm gonna do is just put a drop of this on your tongue, and you just let me know what flavor you taste, okay? Okay, I promise there's no booger flavors, right? Sure. Okay, well, first things first. I do want to pop my gloves on here. I don't want to be all up in your personal space, spreading my bacteria over to you. So, just pop these on real quick. And we will get started on the exam. Okay. So, let's give it a try with the personal favorite. What I need you to do is just stick your tongue out. I'm gonna put a couple drops on your tongue. You just tell me what this is, okay? All right, ready? Here we go. What's that taste like? Coffee. Perfect. Absolutely correct. Put this one on. Go to our next one here. This one actually tastes pretty good too. Open up. 1, 2 drops. Watermelon, yeah. That one tastes a lot like summertime. Big fan. Yeah. Big fan of that one. This next one's kind of weird, but you either hate it or you love it. That might give it away. Think you can guess what it is before you taste it? Here you go. 1, 2. Licorice. Sorry. But that's a bitter taste. Make sure that those sort of senses in your taste buds are working, and clearly they are, so good. And our last one here. A little bit more there on your tongue. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's grape. Perfect. And last but not least, this is not as much of a taste as it is a sensation. And it's quite intense. Sour apple, that's right, yeah, good. So we made sure your sweet, bitter, and sour tastes work. And obviously they do, so good job. Just as easy as that, that's gonna cover that portion of the test. While I have you here though, what I do want to do is just take a quick look at the back of your throat and your tongue. Have you been having any issues with the throat, tongue, teeth, anything like that? Not in particular? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look with my ophthalmoscope here. This is just a pointed tip. It's gonna allow me to kind of see in the back of your throat well, okay? So just open up for me. I'm gonna take a quick look, okay? Perfect, here we go. Open up, say ah. Good. Move your tongue up to the roof of your mouth. Good. Over to the side. Good. Other side. Good. Good job. And just go ahead and stick it out. Good. Okay. I don't see any problems at all there. Maybe a little pink. Could just be allergies from this time of year, but nothing to be concerned about. So far you're passing these tests with flying colors. Good job. Go ahead and jot that down here in my notebook. Here we go. Wonderful.
Before we get started, I would just like to remind you that This space is a safe space, one that is only intended for complete relaxation and a complete stress-free environment. I'm going to be using simple hand motions like the one you see now to help put your mind at ease, to reduce your stress, to help you fall asleep. Because all of those things are extremely important and are very necessary for our mental health. So, sit back, relax, maybe put some headphones in so that you can hear the relaxing music in the background, and let your eyes kind of soften as you watch my hand movements and listen to my voice. Now, this hand movement right here is one of my favorites because it almost mimics a waterfall or like a gentle cleansing. So I want you to imagine with each hand movement your aura or your energy is being cleansed. Each time that I wipe my hands down the screen, I am pulling more and more of the negative energy off of you and just smoothing it all down little by little. And I will do this slower and slower so that you become more and more calm. This hand movement also kind of mimics deep and slow breathing as well. Like your lungs fill up as my hands go up, and your lungs release as my hands go down. Just feel all of that stress being pulled from the top of your head your back and away from your body. Every time I move up and down again, I pull just a little bit more of that weight off of your shoulders that has been just wearing you down lately. But no longer. Listen to the sounds of the music as they carry you deeper and deeper into relaxation. Now, I want you to imagine that I am just kind of softening the energy around you like a soft pillow. Just kind of squishing it and kneading it so that it just softens around you just a little bit more than it is right now. Just kind of softening that hardened shell that you've surrounded yourself with lately. Kind of like it's a muscle that just needs massaged so it's not so tight and tense. It is getting softer. All of that tension is becoming a little more tender and relaxing just a little bit. And you can just feel it breaking down a little bit. Feels good, doesn't it? It feels like the black cloud is lifting, doesn't it? And now it is really
we have some extra peppermint, extra peppermint chewing gum that I thought I could chew on while we sort of ramble, have a bit of a catch up. And it is actually quite late here. Let me just look at what time is it? It's currently 10 to 1 in the morning. So this is actually filming quite late. And the reason is basically, as you guys know, I've been scheduling loads of videos. So by the time I start working in September, there's loads of videos already in place. So if it takes me a few weeks to get sort of settled in before I can start making content again, there's not going to be a gap in content. So you guys don't miss out. That's the idea. So really, I'm actually trying to film 2 videos a day. Ooh, that is minty. Also, guys, let me know what you think about this filming position. I don't know whether you guys sort of like it because you get more on my bookshelf, which I think's a bit more of a varied background than my curtains, or in the other room that we're filming. You have got my lamp over there, which is like a big beacon. So yeah, do let me know. The only problem is this video isn't going up until July 8th. It's June 9th, the morning of June 9th now. So there's going to be a bit of a delay in me saying, but yeah, it's a bit of chewing gum. It won't be super heavy, the chewing sounds, if that's something you're sort of averse to. Just run in the background. One man alive, that is minty. I can't actually really tell the difference between like peppermint, spearmint, gum. I imagine if I tried it in like quick succession, I'd be able to tell the difference, but I suppose I must always have peppermint. Definitely has like a peppery feel on your tongue. Oh man, this ramble is going to be completely random. So yeah, this is the second video I'm filming today. The one I filmed earlier was the reacting to my first ever video, and that turned out to be an absolute nightmare to edit. So obviously I'm sort of reacting alongside the video playing, and so you want to be able to see the video as well, of course. So I started screen capturing on my phone to record alongside me reacting to it. So I thought I also timed it so I won't press play, so I'd be able to sync it up nice and easily. That was the plan. When I uploaded the screen recording to my Google Drive from my phone and then imported it into my editor, it was 14 frames per second for some reason, and I couldn't change it. And my video that I recorded is, I think it comes out at 29.97, which meant when I laid the screen recording into the timeline, which was set for the main video, so 29 frames per second, the video gets stretched out to try and match that. So the problem you guys, the sound's normal, but the video's really like slow motion and so useless. So So what I had to do was sort of download the video from YouTube from my browser, and then have to sort of guess when in the video I paused and when I played and when I had a discussion, and try to sort of sync up my sort of reactions when the video was playing as a sort of landmarks, like markers. But the other problem I had is during the pauses I had to sort of screenshot a keyframe of the scene just before I pressed pause, so I could have, so the image was constant rather than sort of like the video disappearing in and out while I pause it. Because obviously a video you can't just sort of like click a bit and go pause. So that's why in the video it can jerk a little bit in the bottom right. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. That took up most of the afternoon, but it was a really fun video. I thought it was really cool going back and watching my old video. And I think that's what's really cool about YouTube, is the fact that it archives such like a long period of time. 6 years we've been doing this. And it was crazy how different I am. Like how much younger I was then. Obviously I was 16 then, 22 now. But also at the same time, yeah, all the stuff that's the same. Well, pretty cool. It's a window. It's a window. It's a window. Not a window. Mace window. Mace window through time. But yeah, it's been good, all this filming stuff and streaming. Streaming's been really fun. All you guys who like sort of show up to the streams and get involved, it's brilliant, and I really do appreciate it. Having such a blast. And today I decided to go to pick up The Last of Us Part 2. I'm going to do a stream, Last of Us Part 2. So really by the time you see this, that stream should already have happened, which is crazy. Yeah, it doesn't come out for another week. But by the time you see this, it's already out. What else did I do today? Oh yeah, I started watching Band of Brothers, the HBO sort of World War II series of the 501st Airborne, I believe. Been heavily recommended to me, and it's brilliant so far. I've just finished episode 3. It's just crazy how like it's just a load of British actors playing Americans. But it's really, really good. So it starts with Easy Company. It starts with their training, getting ready, and then D-Day. And the bit I'm on, they've just gone back to England, and they're about to go back out again. So pretty crazy. But I really do like World War II shows. I really liked on Netflix a show that I really liked to watch when I was hungover at uni. Was The Greatest Events of World War II in Colour. Because there's like 10 episodes, a series of like the major sort of events and the theatres of war. Each is like an hour long. So I'll order like a Five Guys or a KFC. I'll just spend all sort of afternoons of lazing about, learning about, the conflict in North Africa. I got these books to sort of tap out and talk about. This one isn't really a lot to talk about. It was for people asking for a bit more info on the weight loss video. That I forgot to mention and put this in there. So this is my sort of gym journal. Just a nice little journal. from a company called Paper Chase, Agenzio by Paper Chase, which is like a UK stationery place. Pretty cool stuff. So I can't drink too much. Obviously, I am driving. I can't remember the last time I was drunk either. Although I do remember being over there and the security asking me to leave and you vouching for me, even though you didn't know me, saying that I was fine and I was your brother, I think you said. I think they still think that that's the truth. That was a long time ago now, eh? Well, you know, I figured we could have gone somewhere really posh and with a Michelin star or something along those lines, but it felt like the natural choice. I mean, well, for one, it's our local, and I don't know, it's got sentimental value, doesn't it? Yeah. I just feel so cozy in here as well. I don't know about you, but lately, especially with the temperature dropping, I'm really enjoying my cozy places and seeking out coziness. Yeah. No, I totally understand. I got you some gifts. You know, yeah. It has just been Christmas, thank you. And I love my shirt. It's the first real opportunity I've had to wear it, actually. What do you think? Yeah, it goes well with my other shirts. It's my favourite one so far, thank you. I love it. You can see that you're wearing the hair stuff. It's got a extra shiny sheen to it. Yeah, more so than it usually does. I love it. It's great. Not that I'm really the authority on good hair products or good clothes for that matter, but I thought I would step a little bit outside of my comfort zone with this one, and I'm glad I did. Looks very good. So, how's things with you? How's things with work? Yeah. I know how that goes. No, good. Definitely good. I don't know, I have a whole new career now, don't I? Yeah, just a weird turn of events, really. And a good turn of events. I'm really happy to be on this path, and obviously, you know, it's quite demanding of my time, but it's very creatively fulfilling. I love the YouTube community. I love the people that I've met, other creators, like the people in the comments. You know, they feel. Obviously, I've not met most of them kind of face to face, but they feel kind of part of like a big extended family. They're a good bunch, for sure. Yeah. No, I remember when we met, you were doing that job, the one that we don't speak about. Was it really that bad? Yeah. Okay. No, for sure. I understand what it's like to be in a job you hate. Probably more to do with the people, yeah. Your bosses. Not very nice. But hey, like, you seem a lot calmer now. Yeah. You know, last year was a hard year for everybody, and I felt like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, you know, some more than others, but I know you especially put a lot of pressure on yourself. But I feel like we've rounded a corner, and you know, something I always remember is life is very rarely linear. So when we're in down phases, there's peaks and troughs, and just remember that whenever you're in a trough and it seems like there's no way out,
the end is nearly always in sight. And wanting a better life is not necessarily about wanting just a upward trajectory all the time. It's more about making sure the peaks are more regular than the troughs, you know? That's the ideal scenario in any situation. And another thing that I try to remember is you don't necessarily want a better life, you just want the tools to be able to deal with the bad times better. And you can take strength from all different kinds of scenarios. Maybe we should move on to the presents. I say presents because there are two of them, and I haven't quite decided which one to give you first. Obviously I'm playing coy, I know what's in both of them, but do I go with this one? I think maybe in the process of keeping the suspense, we should put this one down. No, this one for now. We'll go with this one first. Okay. It's just a little something that I picked up that I thought you might like. I'll open it. I know your butterfingers. Just pop that there. It's become a little bit tangled. What do you think? Yeah, I'll put it on. Just pop that there. Lovely. It looks beautiful. Yes. No, I tried to get something not too loud or obnoxious, but, you know, what's the word? Understated. I'm glad you like it. Lovely. Yeah, no, I don't actually wear much jewellery, as you know. So, no reason, just, I'm sure I'll wear some when I see the piece that appeals to me, which, to be fair, I don't spend too much time in jewellery shops, other than when I'm dragged there, so. Ah, yes, the other thing. Okay, well. Now this is, this might be a little bit ambitious, but well, that's mine, that's yours, and for Prague, yes. Well, we've never been, we say we always want to go away, and yeah, I thought why not start with Prague. It looks beautiful. There's lots of architecture, there's museums for me to nerd out in, and for me to drag you along to. There's lots of clothes and fashion shops. The markets there are amazing. I don't know, just a lot of culture. I thought we could go and be adventurous. Yeah, there's no return date on them. I'm not suggesting we move to Prague. I'm just thinking maybe we could see what else there is in the world. Maybe in Prague we book a ticket to Japan, or France, or America, or Canada, or Germany, or Brazil, or Australia. I'd love to go to Australia, or New Zealand. I can go to Mata and see where they filmed the Lord of the Rings. I don't know, it just feels like we've been inside a lot recently, and maybe we could go around the world. I feel like so many people just kind of live and only ever see the area immediately in their vicinity, and that seems like a waste. Now, obviously not everybody has the resources to go see the world, but seeing as we do, maybe on modest means, but we could, Airbnb it, or stay in cheap hotels, or occasionally stay in somewhere really nice. But let's go on some adventures. I'm sure you'll have to okay it with work. That's fine. I will. I'm midway through figuring out how I can take my work with me. Can you take your work with you? Maybe. Well, you've got a laptop. You've got your phone. You've got your pads. We could do it, I'm sure. I was going to take a camera, or maybe my portable microphones. I have to figure out somebody to set up on the go, but we could do it.
Oh, hey there. And welcome to the Nerd Shop, where we've got some of the coolest collectibles that you may have never seen before. Or maybe a couple items that you might have had your eye on. So here at the Nerd Shop, we do offer many different types of collectibles. As you can see over in this corner, and way beyond, are all our Funko Pops. Now, if you've had your eye on some rare characters, this is definitely the place to go. But I'll show off some of those in a couple of minutes. I thought we might start out with something that many people enjoy collecting, and that's vinyl records or music in general. So what I've done is I have gathered three of my favorite records, because not only do they sound fantastic, but like I said, most things here have some sort of collector's value. And this beautiful record comes with a really nice kind of pink and white clear splatter. The record is if you like alternative rock, semi-pop punk music, you will most likely enjoy this record. Next up, we have one of my favorite bands, Under Oath, with their record Erase Me, which comes in a beautiful highlighter yellow color. Much like the design of the interior record itself. But this record gives off a nice little glow under certain lights, especially of a black light variant or purple color. And last but not least, is this Misery Signals vinyl. Which actually comes in a really nice transparent or semi-transparent purple. Now, I know that maybe your records weren't entirely the nerdiest thing you could see, so the next item I have for you here is a lightsaber. And this is actually a custom lightsaber that we had made for a fan film we're working on. And it actually acts as a stunt lightsaber. So you can actually fight with it. If this is something that interests you, you can order it on our website. And if you're looking for something a little more battle ready with the actual lightsaber in it, we do have that as well. For you Jedi and light side fans, we have this awesome blue stunt lightsaber, which is very bright and features these cool little holes around the emitter to give it a neat little accent. And these you can smash around or hit pretty hard, and they'll be alright. And for you dark side fans, we have a darker variant with a orange light, which you can customize yourself as well. It features a nice orange illuminated switch, which ignites those items interest you, just let me know and I'd be happy to help you out. Of course, one of my absolute favorites, and I would offer you a challenge if you weren't so tired, of course. But behind me, we have the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade, and it is so fun. While you do play together on a team, there is a score on top that counts how many bad guys you kill. And I do like to pay close attention to see how well my teammates are doing. My question for you is, which Ninja Turtle are you picking? Leave it below in the comments. Now I know some people like to stay at home and game. And that's fine because we also offer custom controllers. So if you're looking to have something customized or made up in any color, we can definitely do that for you, as it is our specialty.